back years and years and years ago. Look at the Titanic. No Scousers drowned on that ship. You know why? Because we're clued up, you see. We don't panic. As that ship was going down, no Scousers went down on that ship. We're used to people screaming their heads off when tables and chairs are going over. You know? Some of them Liverpool girls didn't bat an eyelid. 1912, water up to their ankles, put the lippy on, not a murmur. Water up to the knees, still put the lippy on. Water up to the waist, Mary, if you got a ciggy, not a murmur. Water up to the neck, Mary, you better ring a taxi. There's a fella next to us. He's my next door neighbour, God love him. He's half Iraqi, half American. He's his worst old enemy. And he's one of them keep fit fanatics. I hate people like that, do you? They make the rest of us feel lazy, don't they? This fella runs everywhere. I couldn't run a bath. And every time you see him every morning, he's got the shorts on, you know, the like at the top. And he's always bragging with it, you know what I mean? I saved myself £20 last week. I jogged behind the bus every day to work, saved £20. I said, well, you're a dickhead, you should have jogged behind a taxi and saved £40. But I must admit, I've only come out to get away from the wife. Her name's Ruth, short for ruthless. She's that fat, doesn't matter where you sit in our house, she's next to you. She's got a big black eye now, it's her own fault. I took her to B&Q, she wanted decking. Don't get me wrong, she's very good in bed, till I get in. Her idea of oral sex is to sit me down and talk me out of it. She's obsessed with big boobs. She said, take me somewhere expensive. Took her to the garage. She said, if you been out, as I went to the pub, she said, you told me you weren't going to the alehouse anymore. I said, hang on, just back off, will you? I went to one of them psychic nights. She said, what does that mean? I said, you know, tarot cards, Reiki, runestones, crystal balls, reincarnation. She said, we've got milk. I said, reincarnation? She said, what does that mean? I said, it means when you die, you'll come back as something totally different than what you were when you were alive. She said, get away, do you mean I could come back like a pig or a cow? I said, you're not listening, are you? She's obsessed with big boobs, so am I. I said, I'm not paying out for them. Been down to the doctors, he wants £2,000 per boob, I can't afford that. So I got hold of this specialist, this Pakistani fella. I said, have you got anything cheaper than these implants? Oh, we got this hormone cream. But it's never been tested. You must rub cream back, but if there are any side effects, you must bring cream back. I'm rubbing this cream on. I'm not joking, it's funny now, but looking back on it. 2 days later, after I rubbed the cream on, I had hairy hands. She was beside herself. She shot down to Arrow Park, grabbed hold of that Pakistani specialist. She went, hey, I want to work with you. Look at the state of me. Couldn't believe it. He said, I told you to bring the cream back. I told you to bring cream back with any side effects. He said, don't do blouse. You've done a blouse like that. But good God. How far down do the hairs go? She said, right down to me bollocks. That's another thing I want to talk to you about. Anyway, ended up nearly getting divorced over it altogether. You know what she made me do? I had to go and see one of them sex therapists. Have you ever been to see one of them? He reckoned that I suffered with premature ejaculation. That's what he reckons. He wanted me to go to one of them meetings, and to pacify her, he had to go. Oh, I've never been to anything like that before. I said, what shall I wear? He said, just come in your pants. So, any children's parties after this one? Anyway, he was a German, this fella, and he was asking really embarrassing questions. I'll give you an example. He said, you smoke after sex. I said, well, I've never looked. He said, well, do you talk to your wife while making love? I said, well, if there's a phone handy, yeah. He said, well, you've got to change your sex life around. You've got to do something different. Try a bit of that bondage. So I'm looking around for the super glue. And she come down the stairs. Picture the scene, lads. Nothing on at all except long black thigh-length boots. Long black gloves. I mean, imagine it. She looked like the 5 of spades. Obviously these were good at sums. She said, I'm trying to watch Match of the Day. Anyway, she said, I want you to tie me up. So I tied her wrists to the television stand. And got hold of her legs and I tied them to the coffee table. She said, bloody hell. She said, I can't move. You can do what you like. I got washed and shaved and went for the pint. Well, we're going to have a little song now. Does anyone watch that Columbo? I will kill that conversation. Couldn't believe it. I got in the other night, and that's the only thing that's on, Columbo or whatever. And I'm watching it like that, and I couldn't believe it because he rabbits on a bit, doesn't he? And he said, "This is funny. This actually." He went, "Oh, I am sorry to bother you, ma'am. My name's Lieutenant Columbo from the San Francisco Police Department. Gee, ma'am, my wife, you know, she always complains I never take her anywhere, ma'am, and." Well, it's the job, ma'am, you know, I'm always on the case, and, gee, I never even get to keep my doctor's appointments. Only last week, I got another reminder, ma'am. He was asking me for a sperm sample, and a blood sample, and a stool sample, ma'am. But I never get the time, and my wife said, oh, for God's sake, just send him your underpants. Who remembers the comedians? You remember these fellas? Remember this?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the comedians!
Remember this? Tonight's comedians are Bernard Manning. What about the old woman, 76 years of age, gets out the back, she said, I'm getting a pain in my chest. He said, sit down, you daft bastard. You're not having a heart attack, you're standing on your left tit. Mike Reed. What about the geezer goes down when he went, I've just been in the hospital, got some bad news. Well, let me tell you what, He went, I've got a rare strain of AIDS, HIV 5566. She said, what's it mean? He said, what's it mean? He said, you're going to be dead in 3 days. He went, turn it in. He said, I am telling you. This geezer goes home and he says to his mama, I've got some bad news, got a rare strain of AIDS, HIV 5566. What's it mean? She said, what's it mean? You're going to be dead in 3 days. Come down to bingo. He went to bingo. She said, come down to bingo. This geezer goes down to the bingo and he won everything. 4 corners and he lined full house. Up come the National Grid. He went £36,000 he won on the National Grid. The bingo caller said, son, you are the luckiest man alive. He went, lucky? Lucky? I've got HIV 5566. He went, stuff me, you won the raffle as well, is it? Oh, the old ones are the best. Going to do this song for you, folks. Got about 20 minutes left. You've been a fantastic crowd. Give yourselves a round of applause.